After a third-place finish on night 2, Chris Molly finds himself sitting third in the show aggregate. The Rookie of the Year from 2011 sits 9th in the CPCA standings and attempting to do something he hasn't done before, qualify for the Calgary Stampede.
Couldn't be happier that the horses are working and everything else here. Everything's starting to click and work together.
With the top 10 drivers all qualifying, Molly knows he holds his destiny in his own hands.
Just run clean. That's my biggest feat, is run clean and keep everything healthy and sound.
So how would Friday fare for the Chauvin Alberta product?
Here they come to the wire. Chris Molly, Chauvin Alberta, PWM Steel. He is southbound and down, headed for the PWM Steel finish line with their own canvas. It's a PWM Steel doubleheader as Chris Molly gets there.
A time of 1:15.54 is good enough for second best on night 3, and with only one night left to earn a spot, Molly just needs to stay consistent.
I keep the same for tomorrow night as well, and they're running hard, working good for me, so I can't, might as well not switch what's working.
As Kelly Morin, the pride and joy of Debden, Saskatchewan, brings his Christina River Enterprises flowing down the home stretch.
Molly wasn't the only driver on the bubble to improve his position. With his second fifth-place finish in as many nights, Kelly Morin moves up from 12th to 11th, with just 16.5 points separating him from 10th place Lane Bremner.
I just got to run clean and run hard, hope for the best. It's going to be tight. It's been tight all year, and I hope it can be done. I don't know. It's going to be tight.
And now an entire season of racing comes down to just one day, as Saturday's results will determine who is in and who is out. But it looks like Mother Nature had other plans. It's only fitting that one of the most important racing days of the year is cancelled due to weather, in a season that was full of rainouts.
This is the first year that we had such a terrible year. And, you know, like the last 2 weekends were really good, and then all of a sudden we got banged on here again.
I suppose there's been years where there's maybe this many or close to it, but this one's fresh in your mind right now, and it's been a lot of rainout days, and you know, it gets frustrating at times, but it's just the way it is, and you can't change the weather no matter what industry you're in.
It's just been a crazy year. Even with our snow last winter, I don't remember there ever being snow like that in my day, and it's crazy. It is what it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. If we could control Mother Nature, we'd have the world in our hands.
Mother Nature's wrath put on quite the show, but the drivers know it's better to wait it out in the stables.
This sport has evolved a lot in the last 10 or 20 years because of safety, and we stick by that we look after these horses, and they're important to us, and so when it's a safety issue, we call it.
The rainout means there are no more chances for drivers to improve their positioning in the CPCA standings. For Wayne Knight, it couldn't have come at a worse time. The 56-year-old is coming off a lightning-quick 1:15.03 on day 3, the fastest time of the weekend so far. Knight still sits 6th, but his first few days moved him to within 10 points of 4th place and a spot in Sunday's dash. Another day of racing could have proved very beneficial for the CPCA veteran.
One day, two months ago would have made the difference too, right? So that's how it goes. It's part of racing.
And Mike's Oil Field, the newest aggregate champion and this summer's Don Lang Trailer Series winner.
It caps off another great showing at the finals for Knight. He ran the fastest time on 2 of the 3 nights and finishes with an aggregate a full 3 seconds faster than second place. With the win, Knight picks up his 5th Lloydminster show title in the last 8 years to go along with his track record from 2006. He says he feels right at home in the border city.
Just a comfortable place to be. Everybody's more relaxed, I think. I think it rubs off on the horses, and they just, they're really relaxed when we go out every night. So I think everybody's relaxed, so it makes a difference.
For Shane Nolan, Saturday's cancellation puts an end to any hopes of making the championship dash. The older of the 2 Nolan brothers started the finals in 4th place, but slipped to 5th after a few less than ideal finishes.
That's the way the week's gone for me. It hasn't been a great week. I come in here in 4th and had a barrel down that was just a freak thing there before the start of the race, and then last night too I had a late outrider, so otherwise if I wouldn't have had those I would be in there.
But it's not all bad for the 41-year-old. The 5th place finish means Nolan will be headed to the Calgary Stampede for a 12th straight year.
It's what you race for, and if you're not going to the big show, it's tough to make it work, you know, financially.
Lane Bremner, what a great career.
In just his 5th season in the CPCA, Lane Bremner is already starting to make a name for himself. His 9th place finish last season earned him his very first trip to the GMC Rangeland Derby, and after hanging on to that 10th spot this season, he'll be heading back for the 2014 edition.
It feels really good. It was a battle right to the end. Even right till yesterday it was really close, so it feels really good to be into Calgary for next year.
Coming up, the top 4 drivers are set as BJ Carey, Vern Nolan, and the 2 Labucanes prepare for the sudden death CPCA Championship.